All right, guys, we should be live. Let me just check this out, make sure we're live. So you might hear just a little silence for a little bit. Okay, we're live. All right. Let me just go over here and start the video, or I'm just going to start the show with my intro music, y'all. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on that Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing.
All right, intro music by Indigo Saint. Gonna get it going up in here. Let's see here. So today we're gonna be talking top DeFi coins. If we go through this too quickly, I have some backup material. Let me see who's all in the chat. What's up, Janin Hayes? What's up? Is that Bougie? I think so. So what's up, guys? We're gonna be talking top DeFi coins today. So biggest tool I like to use for DeFi coins is a site called DeFi Llama. And I go down here to chains, and it lets you see all the money that's wrapped up into DeFi. But if we go here for overview, you can see that there's, at one point there was like 230 billion locked up into DeFi. We got 210 bill in DeFi. And let me assure you, some of these, like a year ago, there were only about 7 with a billion value locked, and now we got, okay, hold on, those were the DeFi sites. Okay, so there were only 7 chains with like a billion value locked, and now we got 15 chains with a billion value locked. Let me come back over here. What's good, guys? And y'all, I'm sure y'all can hear me okay, right? Let me know if you can't hear me or anything, or you can't see anything. I'll come back there periodically just to check. So the first DeFi coin that we're going to be talking about. Oh, and before I go into DeFi, we got the father of DeFi on the channel here, Reggie Middleton. Definitely check out his videos. The first coin I'd like to talk about is a coin that everybody loves to hate, Cardano. I'm a big fan of Cardano myself, and if we come over here and look at the chart, Cardano is, so for me, anything like under $1 with Cardano, since it kind of held $1 for a while, is a good price for Cardano. Not financial advice, but that's my own opinion there. The reason I'm so hugely big on Cardano is if we come over here and take a look here, Charles Hoskinson. Let's see here. Message from King. Okay, good. Okay, we're good to go. So Charles Hoskinson just said in a recent tweet, let's go take a look at it. So he basically said, you've seen nothing from Cardano's total value locked. Just wait till the Vasil hard fork in June. The DApps will be able to benefit from pipelining. Okay, so if we see nothing from total value locked, if we come over here and look at it, Cardano already has about 200 mil locked. You see, right. Okay, so 216 mil locked. Where you really get up to like a really nice price is when you're up here in the billions locked. Yeah, we got just a powerhouse of coins with billions locked. Ethereum, Avalanche. I think everything on this list except for Tron and Kronos is over $1. Yeah, so I guess Clayton's not over $1 too. I don't think, but yeah. So Cardano can, I think, really just blast off if it can get over a billion locked. But yeah, it's nice to see already they're in the top 32, 216 mil locked. That's something amazing. And as I've showed you guys before, if we go to open CNFT, we get to see all the total value locked and Cardano NFTs. My mouse is going crazy on me today. Okay, so that's okay, right, there we go. So let's do all so as you can see, look at this. They're getting like kind of really up into the 3 million ADA locked. But you can see a steady trend of total value locked in Cardano NFTs. So I think next week that's something we'll go over. We may either go over Cardano NFTs or just NFTs in the general next week, or next week we'll go over payment cryptos depending on how much time I have. But I have if DeFi goes long and we only go over DeFi today, we'll go over payment cryptos. But yeah, so we'll see. And definitely in the chat, leave your preference if you want. What's your preference on next week? Either payment cryptos or NFTs, my favorite NFTs. So again, so we got this. We got their total value locked. We got the total value locked in NFTs. Both are trending upward for Cardano. And we already got the founder, Charles Hoskinson, saying, hey, look, pipelining's coming. So we're really going to, have even more in the total value locked. Cardano is just huge on my list for those things there. Oh, and also, big thing coming up for them, and this is a payment crypto as well. There's a crypto called Coti on their network. So Coti is going to be bringing them stablecoins. And the reason why that's very important is you want to have a stablecoin on your network so that when Bitcoin is volatile, right? If Bitcoin is like, okay, moving up and down, you want to be able to have the ability to take your money from whatever crypto you have on the chain and putting it into a stablecoin. So Coti is going to implement Cardano's stablecoin, and I think it's called DJED. I might be totally butchering that. But this is going to be launched on Coti's platform, which makes me think, okay, they're also going to move into DeFi. And all you got to do is go to djed.xyz, and you can get some information on this and look at their research paper, which is hugely thick. It's so thick. But just know that you want to use a stable coin to just be stable as opposed to volatile. So a lot of people, instead of moving their money out of Ethereum or whatever, they'll keep it into Tether. Or instead of moving it out of Solana, they'll keep it into USDC. So every platform wants to have its own like kind of stable coin, and then Cardano will move pretty much forward when they have their own stable coin because people will continue to have value locked there. And this is also supposed to come out around the June time, but let me show you one other trick we have here with DeFi Llama. So we're in Cardano, we get to see the total value locked in Cardano. We also get to see all the DeFi platforms that are on the chain. So we got this platform called Wing Riders. Okay, this platform it gave them a stable coin already, if you want to say it doesn't have a platform stable coin, but at least this one has Tether on it. So you can utilize a stable coin on a platform right now and put it into Tether, but it'll even be better when all these DeFi platforms have the DJED, because then you can use it on just your favorite platform. So I think there was one other point we want to cover with Cardano. Nope, that's it. So that's it on Cardano. And the next one I'm going to cover just a little bit is Bitcoin. So with the Bitcoin Lightning Network, that's moving a lot of it's making it possible for Bitcoin to be used for DeFi purposes, for things like, and definitely check out I cannot talk today, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Definitely check out the Simon family. They touched on some really good points about Bitcoin. They went down to El Salvador to just kind of see what was going on. So you'll get a boots on the ground feel about like how Bitcoin is working out in El Salvador as a payment option. But that does a couple things. If Bitcoin can be used as a payment option, a lot of these countries adopt it, it can really, really move it up in total value locked here in DeFi, and then that'll make things go so crazy. So right now you can see right there sitting at 38 with like 147 mil locked up in its DeFi, and that's through BitFi and the Lightning Network. If they can get some things going as far as like getting into more countries and really getting like more DeFi type deals going on the Lightning Network, that can move them up a lot. They also have, I like to group along with this, is Stacks. It's not quite, you can almost call it like a side chain, but they have some revolutionary technology where it's not quote unquote a layer 2. It's like something in between 2 and 1. And you can see they have 126 mil locked every little while randomly someone like drain it and put the money back in. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, and these are constantly growing. At first they only had StackSwap and Arcadillo, I think, but now they got City Coins on there, which you guys know about City Coins from Zay and King with the Miami coin and whatnot. But now they got Crypto Mate, a couple other things on there, which is good to see. So that's Bitcoin. Let's see who else do we want to cover? Oh yes, definitely come over to the channel, guys. DarkHorseWatcher.com. So we may not be able to get through this whole list of DeFi, but I definitely came over here and I made a playlist for you guys. All right, it's not showing. It's, okay, I don't know why it's not showing. I'm gonna have to come over here and edit and customization, but it will be edited after the show. So I got like 11 or so DeFi coins that I've spoken on the past in the past. So I don't think we're gonna get through that heavy of a list. So definitely come over to the channel, check out a lot of the stuff we got going on over there. But let's see here. Next, we'll go with HBAR. HBAR, one of the things that I like about HBAR, they finally got staking going on. But here's something that's really huge. Let's do HBAR, South Korean won. Okay. So they are working with like the top South Korean bank to replace their South Korean won with their own stablecoin. So basically, this stablecoin will be, you know, it'll be the currency. It'll be the currency for South Korea through this huge South Korean bank, and all of one will be replaced with the stablecoin built on Hedera. And they also say here that it's going to be their international remittance point of contact. Again, check out the Simon Family show. They kind of talk a little bit about, I believe it is El Salvador and Mexico, and how in countries like these, the gross domestic product and like the things that they sell the most, like they get a lot of money from remittance payments. Okay, so again, South Korea may be one of those countries where a lot of people go migrant working, and they go work in other countries like like the United Arab Emirates and Dubai and all of that. They may go working in Europe, and they send money back to their family. So that's a huge thing. Just like I'm in Arizona, I'm sure a lot of people here work in Arizona, and they send money back to Mexico because the American dollar is worth way more than the Mexican peso at the moment. So it's really a big deal to come over here, work, and then send back American dollar like money, and like it goes way farther down there, and that's one of the things they go into on Simon Family. So it's huge that HBAR can be able to do this, and this is Shinhan Bank that they're working with. It's going to be nice to see from them. Now, they don't have their DeFi up per se. They're on this list right now. Let's see. Where is it? I'm probably looking right past it, y'all. Okay, there we go. 65 million locked. They're on this list right now, but it's a little deceptive. So if you come over here to this like DeFi platform, they're just doing staking for, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go to the website. They're just doing staking for Hedera at this point. So there's nothing else to do with it there. But for a while, I was down on the Hedera because they didn't have any staking. Like, how are you going to be so big and not have staking? So they're staking. But this is going to be their first, like, DeFi platform, aka.it. Somebody. It's akt.io, sorry. So it doesn't seem like... Okay, it says it's live. Okay, the coin's live. I'm not sure if the platform is live just yet, even though they say they have a phone app and all of this. I'm not sure that it's live. Usually when it's live, it gets listed on this DeFi Llama site that I've told you. Sometimes they're not completely in sync, but it usually gets listed on here first. But yeah, so another thing about Hedera, a coin, if you've been watching on here recently, I've been talking about LCX just a lot. This is a swap and exchange. They also have a deal with Hedera. So let me look that up, see if I can find it on here. Okay, it's talking about it, but it's not talking directly about it. Let's see if I can do it like this. Hedera LCX partnership. See what we have here. Okay, there we go. Hedera, Hashgraph, and LCX to develop infrastructure for digital securities. That's pretty cool. So, Liechtenstein blockchain innovator LCX announces strategic partnership with Hedera Hashgraph for Hedera Hashgraph network to establish a new standard for security tokens and tokenized digital assets. So, that kind of goes into some other info that I have about LCX that we talked about before. This stuff called Tiamins. If you have any questions on LCX, you can come over to the channel darkhorsewatcher.com, and you can see I do have a playlist for LCX. You can go check out those videos, and it'll get you up to speed. But it's really good to see that Hedera is getting those type of partners. So let's see if we got any questions out here. So Janan Hayes, King's got me laughing about his comment. What's the total value locked in the liquidity pool? Usually it's in the liquidity pool. It can be in the staking pool, because generally when people are talking DeFi, they're talking about staking, loans, like everything that you do in finance. That's what they're talking about, because it's literally DeFi is decentralized finance. So it's like staking, loans, lending, all of that stuff. So it may not just be the total in a liquidity pool. It could be some that's staked, what have you. Like, for example, if we go to one payment crypto that I've mentioned before, Proton loan. Okay, so Proton, they got the total value locked at 30 million here. And you can see they're doing deposits and they're doing borrows here. And here we have, so let's go, we can just do a little comparison right quick. And like I said, this is not, they're not always totally 100% right about the value locked. So in this case, we're looking for Proton, 31 million locked. So where were we? Let me close that. Oh, I think I just closed the thing that we want to look at. I swear my mouse is so jumpy, man. Proton. So you can see they say 31 million locked. And in this case, they're saying 30 million locked, 39, like 30.9 million locked, so it's close, right? So I believe they're saying the total amount locked on here, and that's including these deposits, these borrows, and then this staking here, staking the loan, and then yeah, so it's including staking, borrowing, and deposits. Okay, so that's just it right there in a nutshell. But so where next on the DeFi? Okay, we can get into Stellar a little bit. So Stellar, I'm okay with Stellar. They've been around just so long. And I don't understand why they don't do more when they've been around this long. They have such good stuff in place too. Okay, it's taking a little while, so I need to close some videos over here. Or close some. Okay. Okay, so Stellar's been around since I believe like 20. Okay, we'll just look. Yeah, so they've been around since 2014. And they got some good things going for it. But if we come over here and look at DeFi total value locked, okay, where are they at? Stellar. Okay, 40 million. Now, I was tracking this when they first came on. You had this huge spike to 150 million. Now I'm like, yeah, buddy. But they kind of just faked me out, and this is where they're at right now. So they have Lumen Swap, Stellar Swap. The big thing to note about Stellar, though, is that they got a deal with MoneyGram. MoneyGram was supposed to do this deal with XRP, but then XRP ran into what it ran into with the SEC. So MoneyGram ended up going with Stellar instead. So this is huge news. And remember, like I just kept referencing the Simon family, right? MoneyGram is huge with remittance payments, right? So for them to kind of team up with Stellar to utilize blockchain to do these whole like digital payments, there's a possibility that it could be less fees for the person on the other side. But it's a nice strategic move by MoneyGram to say, okay, we know that we're going to kind of get phased out with our fees, so we better go partner up with somebody and say, look, we already got the people, you got the blockchain, let's make it happen. So that's what they did. So, and that was October 6th of last year. The global leader in evolution of peer-to-peer payments today announced a partnership with Stellar Development Foundation, a nonprofit organization that supports the development and growth of Stellar, blah, 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 blah. Probably just sufficient enough to say they're partners, right? So for customers, the partnership will provide the ability to seamlessly convert to USDC to cash or cash to USDC. This increases the liquidity and utility of digital assets while also enabling more customers to participate in the digital economy. The impact of the partnership is expected to grow as more wallets and companies join the Stellar network. Okay. The partnership also revolutionizes the settlement process. For the first time, settlement with MoneyGram will occur near real time using Circle's USDC, the world's fastest growing dollar digital currency. So settlement time is one of these things that is really huge. If we get into payments, crypto payments today, these payment companies, settlement time is one of the things that we're going to go into. I'll just give y'all a little bit on it right now. So the settlement process is like this. Like, you know how you first open a bank account or a stock account, or if you have to get a loan for a house, it's like the settlement process is what fees the hell out of you, pretty much, right? Because it's like the bank that you're using, the bank that you're conducting the business with, or like the other person's bank, and then it could be the other person's bank bank's bank. Like, there could be so many links in that chain that make the settlement of the money process so fee heavy for you and time consuming for you that it's such a problem. Enter crypto, the settlement process with the blockchain just makes it literally near real time. So that's huge for the money on the MoneyGram side, that they can utilize Stellar to do that. Now, are all the bells and whistles in place for this? Probably not, but it's a sign that MoneyGram realizes, hey, we see where the world's going. We're getting we're getting in with a blockchain company now, so that we don't lose out on all our money later. So that's one big thing for Stellar there. Well, let's see who we got next. Okay, Thorchain and Osmosis we'll do together, and then we can get into payment cryptos because we'll have some time left over. So, Thorchain and Osmosis. Check out the video last week. I went into Osmosis, but basically it seems like a lot of private money is getting locked up in Thorchain and Osmosis. Osmosis, through the Kepler wallet, you can just have a hardware wallet ledger connected to Kepler and put your money on Osmosis, which is truly decentralized. And then Thorchain here, it's getting linked up with Haven, which is a truly nice privacy coin, where they even have a stable coin on their privacy chain. So if we come over here to DeFi Llama, you can look at these two and see. You can see Osmosis already has 1 billion locked. And that just pretty much continues to grow. And you can see here, around the time that all of that stuff happened with Russia, they had an increase in total value locked. It's because you can kind of pretty much do it private on this platform. So you think about Osmosis, this is built on the Cosmos platform. So Osmosis is just having money locked up into it. And if you want to do extra things with it, then you would go over to Secret, which is another one we talked about last week when we were talking about privacy coins. Secret will allow you to do some DeFi apps on it. But I was wondering why Secret didn't have as much total value locked. The reason why it doesn't is because most of that value is locked up in Osmosis. They don't really need to go to Secret unless they want to do some DeFi type stuff. It's just sufficient enough for them to just say, okay, I'm going to put my money in Osmosis and stake my Osmosis coins, and that's good enough for me. So Osmosis is one of those privacy ones. And then I showed you guys last week, Thorchain, they made a deal, and you can see here, around the time they made that deal to have Haven on their blockchain, they had a whole bunch, and it coincides directly again with that March time frame where that whole stuff came down with MetaMask. Boom, they had a whole like 270 million just pumped right into their banks at that point. So that's something huge to watch long term. And that's why I'm putting these on our list for top DeFi coins. Now, payment cryptos. Before I go into payment cryptos, let me see what we got over here. Settlement time is the only factor that puts legacy money transmitters on their heels. Do not sleep on Kronos chain. It has sealed deals with... Okay, all right. Oh yeah, L.A. Ramon, L.A. Ramon. I went into these last week, man. I didn't go into Decred and I didn't go into Darrow, but we went over Private. We went over Haven. I did not go over the Onion, Deep Onion, because it's so hard to get Deep Onion in a safe way. But yeah, man, check out my video last week. We went over privacy coins. They are really giving good competition to Monero. And last week I did not go over Monero because Monero kind of has its target on his back. It's like exactly what you're saying right now. Like they're giving some real serious competition to Monero, and that's why they're I'm bringing them up. They are something to be monitored. They're really giving good competition to Monero. I'd be curious to know, and they don't have it on this site. I'd be curious to know how much Pirate Chain has locked up into it. Pretty sure they don't have it on here. Okay, let me see if they have it. They might have it with yeah. I'd be curious to know how much Pirate Chain has on its blockchain, but that's the thing. Like it's private, so maybe we won't be able to know that. So, payment cryptos. So, the big thing with payment cryptos is settlement time. Another thing with payment cryptos, well, yeah, I think that really is the biggest thing with payment cryptos is settlement time. But the problem with it right now is education, and anybody who knows kind of what they're doing anyway. It's like in the U.S. we really don't need it at this point. If I wanted to send money to King, I could just say, okay, I'm just gonna send it through Coinbase, or it's not something. Time is full. So that's a huge deal for them. And again, if you watch the Simon Family Show, they live down in Mexico. They're saying how they were going to the grocery store and they saw a line just wrapped outside of the store because people are trying to get those remittance payments in. And it's huge money. I think they said it's something like their second or third most thing on their GDP. So people, they see that, they want to try to get a part of that money, right? So that's why these payment cryptos are coming in and trying to get a piece of that yum um, remittance payment money. And one of the biggest ones on the list to me, now I don't know too many people that have videos out here on it, is Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay is so locked into so many different crypto companies. But if we come look at its value or its chart here, first got listed on Facebook and down, just a drain. And I really don't know what's going to pick this thing up. I think it just has to be more adoption of like using crypto for payments, like in El Salvador. And again, they went over this on the Simon Family. They were down there, and some of the payment things for Bitcoin didn't work. Some people didn't know like what a wallet, like how to use a wallet or a QRC code. Like once these things kind of get more adoption, then I think we'll see more in this price for things like Alchemy Pay. But if we come look at the who's who of people that Alchemy Pay has on its list of who they're actually partnered with, it's huge, guys. Huge. VeChain. And it's loading. Announcing partnership with VeChain Official to provide VeChain blockchain ecosystem with Alchemy's Pay fiat payment rails and crypto on ramps. And another thing where it gives Alchemy Pay its claim to fame is they accept both fiat and crypto. So they got VeChain. Let's see here. Alchemy Pay also has Polygon. Let's say Alchemy Pay and Polygon. Alchemy Pay will create a bridge between fiat and crypto payments by embedding into Polygon network, enabling any Polygon-based protocol to set up a fiat on-ramp. So I got a deal with them. They have a deal with let's see here, who else did I miss? Binance, Avalanche. But just to continue to show y'all the receipts on that, let's do it and look it up. Can directly onboard users via standards like Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal via Alchemy Pay fiat payment channels. So, AVAX. Who else did I just say? Binance. Alchemy Pay partner to drive Binance Pay merchant integration. Like, it's huge. They're partnered with so many people. They're also partnered with Salo. From strategic partnership. Officially onboarded Alchemy Pay alongside Coinbase, blah, 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 blah. So, these guys are huge in the payment system, like area. I don't know that we see. I don't know what's going to see. The adoption is the thing that's going to drive their price forward. But as of right now, just know all of these payment cryptos, they're going to look low as heck because the adoption's just not there yet. So if there's something where you can, like, if you want your money, like, if you don't mind your money being dead on something that will eventually see adoption, will eventually, rise up, you may want to look at all these payment cryptos that I'm going to say right now. Next one, AMP. Now, AMP, things big about AMP is it's owned by the Winklevoss twins. It's connected to Gemini Pay and the Flexa network. They have this whole network of things set up where you can do payments via AMP. Again, it's owned by the Winklevosses. So it's one of the few cryptos you can get in New York. Let's just take a look at it. Again, it's one of these crypto coins it's cruising around like 2 cents. It's because it has to pick up on adoption. Wow, this is pretty cool. Since joining our product family in January, AMP's weight and Grayscale fund has grown. That's huge. I don't know if you guys know who Grayscale is, but they were one of the first companies to do. They were one of the first companies to do like a crypto ETF. And if you're not familiar with ETFs from like stock trading, it's like basically you get a bundle of stocks, you put them together, and by putting those bundle of stocks together, you're hedging your risk because you're now diversified with that bundle. All right, so AMP is in this Grayscale bundle of cryptos, and they have a couple different ones. They have a couple different like crypto ETFs. They were doing it even before it was popular, and there was extreme regulation for it, so they had to do it on the penny stock area. But since penny stocks aren't penny stocks, they're not really kind of regulated or have like secured backing. So they had to settle for that because the SEC wouldn't give them the time of day on it, and all of a sudden, boom, Coinbase becomes a publicly traded company, and now they actually have a Bitcoin ETF. It's not Grayscale's ETF, but Grayscale is continuing to try to work with them to be an actual NASDAQ traded stock. But for right now, they're sitting pretty. We come over here and look at their main ETF. If this doesn't take too long to load. Come on. Alright, so if y'all don't know, I do a show on Benzinga. They're one of the worldwide leaders in stock news. I do a show on there every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just wanted to show you guys this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And that's how they got around the regulations. So they put it on the penny coin market, and instead of calling it a ETF, they called it a trust. You can see here if we look. So it went bananas in like 2017, 2018. But you can see here they were doing this since 2015, right? Now let's go 2 years. You can see it kind of skyrocketed since that first Bitcoin halving, and then it went, bananas. But that's huge. The Grayscale, that AMP is in there. It's huge that they're in there. So there's AMP. So we did AMP, Alchemy Pay. Next one on the list is, we kind of brought it up earlier, Proton. No, I did not know I wasn't following them. So what I like about Proton is they're really their own blockchain, and they're like a kind of combination of two different chains. Now they're together, and that company together is called Proton. But what I like about Proton is that they're their own chain, and they also have the DeFi piece with them. And we just showed that DeFi piece right here with the Proton loan thing. So if we go, so this DeFi piece, if you want to borrow money here, you got to provide a deposit, and it's just like a normal loan. You got to provide collateral, and then you can get like 50% of that collateral back in a loan. In this case, the way they're doing it, they'll give you 5.3% back of another coin they have called Loan, and then they're going to charge you 0.86% APR. So technically, if you borrow this, you're going to make money. Technically, I'm sure. If you guys want to try that and see if it works out for you, go right ahead. But I'm not so sure about that. But this is what they say. But you can see here they actually have it where it's like you're paying a lot back. So this one's 31%. So these stable coins that one's 31, this one's 29. Dogecoin is 8%, Terra 5. Terra stablecoin 15. So really the only ones you're going to make money on technically is Metal, which is their company, Proton's company, Proton, and Bitcoin and Ethereum. So So that's that. And if we come over here and look at it, which we already did, y'all saw they have like what 31 million locked up in their DeFi. So this diversifies them, so they're more than just a remittance payment company. They also have that DeFi going for them. And another thing I think is really novel about what they do is they have this wallet set up where it's like, okay, instead of like normally if you go to a restaurant, right, you're going to give them your credit card. But your credit card is really like unsecured to give someone your credit card. They could copy it down. They have your whole full and total name pretty much there, or your business name. Like you never know. Like they could overcharge you. So instead of doing something like that, they created this like address that you can use for your name instead. So I go up, I give them my Proton card, it just says like Blackrue Investing or something like that. Now my personal information is protected. There's no PIN or there's no like account information or card information that's getting exposed. My real name's not even getting exposed if I don't want to. So that's a real novel thing that they have with their wallet. And other people kind of have tried to, they're kind of copying this model. I don't know if they have a patent for it or anything, but it's a pretty novel thing. So as they see more adoption in their DeFi, this is one of the ones I'm actually kind of higher on than most, because they, along with the payments, they have the DeFi already running. So of all the payment coins, I think it's this one that I'm highest on, even more than Alchemy Pay. But it would probably be this one and Alchemy Pay that's the highest as of right now. And there's another coin I was going to mention. I don't know if we have time for it, but I also set up a payment cryptos playlist, which I'm going to expose right after this. Let me see if there's some questions though before we go. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, am I dropping in and out? I'm sorry. I should have come over there and checked. I'm sorry. Am I good now? My bad, y'all. I don't know how that happened. I have to remember to come over here and check, man. I'm so sorry about that. Strictly, what's up? Strictly 3 Sports. Okay, LA Ramon loves himself a little Flexa Amp. As the top of all minute savings, cryptocurrencies. The way I really kind of think is going to work is just like whoever's the remittance payment, like crypto of that area, is going to be the one, and they're just going to link in all the other ones. So AMP seems to have a really good lockdown on New York, because New York is like one of the only places you can use. Like New York has really strict regulations for crypto, and AMP's like one of the only ones you can use there. So AMP's going to be the one for New York. I think Alchemy Pay is going to be the one for most of these other ones out here, like where Binance is, where Avalanche is, where all those other companies that I named. That's going to be theirs. Proton, I don't know where they're based out of. I know their owner, I think, is from the U.S., but Proton's getting along with their DeFi thing going, like, okay, you can use us for DeFi, and now look, maybe you use us for payments as well. Let me see what's going on. Algorand multi-sig is a very real issue that investors should be aware of. Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that Polygon multi-sig. So LA Ramon is talking about like I think Polygon got hacked via their multi-signature. But come over here and check out my video here. My most recent video on Driven X, y'all. So I got to drop this little knowledge nugget for y'all before we go. So Driven X, they have a deal in place with Polygon. I think it's Studios. And we're going to read that right quick. We're excited to announce our new partnership with Polygon Studios. The partnership will allow us to build out the utility so our Polygon NFTs, cyber NFTs, can protect your crypto from hackers. So basically, DrivenX is kind of like a hacking. They're working with Polygon Studios. Are they related to the real Polygon? Let's see. Polygon Studios. Building in the metaverse, owned and operated by Polygon. And bam, we got that connection there. So I think they're trying out DrivenX on Polygon Studios. If it goes well, they're going to use DrivenX on the big Polygon. So you can see Polygon's already trying to kind of take care of that, which is good to see. So, but anyways, that's made me high on DrivenX. Definitely go check out my video on it. But if we come over here and take a look at it, DVX. This is on a Binance Smart Chain if you want to buy it. It's had a nice little pullback ski. A nice little pullback ski. So, it gets back to that high. That's a 2x. But, yeah, nice little pullback ski here at 2. If that's something you guys are interested in. And we can go a little over. I don't think there's anybody coming on after me. Let me see if there are any more questions. Thanks, Showtime. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Let's connect. Go on over to the channel, like and subscribe. You can come over to the Twitter too. My Twitter is @Blackrue. And I need to get a Discord set up for the Blackrue Investing Nation. I'll have to do that this weekend. But yeah, definitely let's connect right here, Blackrue. And then, like I said, my if you want to go to my YouTube, it's just Dark Horse Watcher. Dark Horse, like Dark Horse Pick. DarkHorseWatcher.com. And it goes straight to the channel. Just a little slowly because I got like 85 windows open, but boom. All right, so let's see here. Thoughts on OXT and Anchor. Anchor's thumbs up. Okay, Anchor, I know that's I believe that's Terra Luna's DeFi platform where they do the staking of the stablecoin, and that's the one where I think they offer like 19% on the stablecoin. King and Zay went over that, but let me before I touch that, I think OXT is either Orchid or Oxen. Okay, it's Orchid. I like Orchid. They have that nice little platform that you can download and have privacy on the internet. I think that's going to be a really big thing coming up, especially if they're trying to implement a social credit score. Man, that's yeah. So Orchid is high on my list. Which reminds me of another privacy coin I like, Presearch. I went over this last week. Definitely go check out the video last week on Gentlemen of Crypto Network where I talked privacy coins, because Orchid's like one of the ones I didn't talk about, but Presearch, where you can do private searching. All you got to do is go get the Presearch browser extension for Google, and as you can see, I got like 38 Presearch. They give you a little bit of Presearch every time you search, and it's sitting at about like 17 cents, I think. And Presearch, you can get a node for like 2,000 Presearch, 2,000 pre, which is pretty cheap. The Presearch node right now, it doesn't pay that much back, but understand when this starts to kind of skyrocket, that Presearch node is going to be something real nice to have. right now it's just chilling. Be a nice little thing to pick up if you got the money to go get 2,000 Presearch, but it's something to look into, not financial advice. Let me see. But okay, so Anchor again. Anchor. So I think I might have to agree with oh wait. There are two anchors, aren't there? There's an anchor for this, and then there's an anchor that's on a Luna platform. I think you're talking about this anchor. Let me go look. Okay, Anchor, this Anchor. This Anchor. I've only done a little bit of research on this Anchor, to tell you the truth. I know they kind of do staking for multiple kind of platforms. I'm not sure what I think about this Anchor. I'll have to do some more research on it and get back to you. But see, yeah, Earn Anchor makes staking, liquid staking, and other yield opportunities easy and accessible to any crypto investor. You can kind of just do it on your own and not have to go through them. I understand, but honestly, I had to do more research on it. But just kind of my off the cuff thought is you could just do it on your own and not have to go through them. Like, and then you get the money. Like, you want to kind of keep people on your platform and do it on your platform. Like, why? So my initial thought is you wouldn't want to go to them. You would want to just do the staking on your platform, so the money stays on your platform and the DeFi stays on your platform. That's my initial thought. But tell you the truth, I would have to do more research to see why. Okay, maybe they provide something where they can, like a Shopify, where you can use Anchor, but you can use it on your own platform or something like that. I don't know. I have to look into it. Presearch or Graph, who you got? Ooh, dude, I have not looked into Graph. Let me see. For right now, I got Presearch because I haven't looked into Graph. But see, this is what I like, y'all. I love it, y'all. You're conversing with me, and I can get new coins to look into. Now I'm gonna go look into Anchor. We can we can follow up with that next week. Now I can look into Graph and follow up on that next week. Let's get this community going, peeps. Let's see here. Graph. It's moving so slowly. All right, let's look in the Graph. I swear, okay, Ramon, this is the Graph you're talking about right here, right? Okay, wait, is this I think I know this Graph. I know a little bit about this Graph. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, I know a little bit about this Graph, but to tell you the truth, I had to do a little bit more research. I know they, yeah, I had to do a little bit more research on this. I know a decent amount of companies use these guys, like, yeah, Uniswap, Synthetics, Algorand, Gnosis, Balancer. A lot of people use them for their nodes. I know that, but I just think I like Presearch because, and again, check out the previous week's video, but just a little synopsis. Presearch, you can search stuff and not be censored. So you can actually find really good stuff on the internet with this now. Because DuckDuckGo is now censored. I don't know if y'all know that, but King and Zay went over it with one of their morning news things. They're censored now. Google's censored now. So, like, where else do you go to get that information, like, that you really want to be non-censored? Like, you don't you don't want to necessarily go as deep as the dark web. So then, now you got Presearch. So to me, it's that's really useful to the more common everyday person, as people get the word out on it. I think it's just going to be more adopted, and they do have some cool features like if you own a node, you can like force traffic to a certain searched subject. So that's a pretty cool thing. Like if you put in a certain word or whatever, they can force that thing to be the top thing in the search. So that's pretty cool, especially if more people end up adopting Presearch. That's just going to be a really nice perk, right? So you see here. Yes, Graph is for querying the blockchain, but do they have anything? Does Graph have anything like Presearch where you can actually go search and query like the web? That's the thing. Like it's a good internal thing for those like the companies we just listed off, like a balancer and all of these type of DeFi projects. But like what's the utility for me as a user? That's the thing there. Like what does the coin actually provide me with? They have to, like with Presearch, I'm getting something for, like I'm using the coin, I'm searching, I'm getting coin, I can make a note for it. Um like what is the coin providing me there? Like how we've gone over like LCX, right? So LCX is an exchange. So owning the LCX token, you get less fees on the blockchain. And I went over exchanges tokens too. So like owning the Clever token, you get a fee discount. LCX tokens are getting constantly removed from the system with the TIA token. Like those are the things I would want to know for Graph, like the tokenomics and what would the token kind of provide for me there. You get paid for indexing. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So you made me a believer. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll either post a video or we'll talk about it next week. I'm definitely a believer there. Let's see. Any other questions? Any thoughts on Algorand? Supposedly solved the crypto trilemma: security, decentralization, scaling, but is designed to be deflationary. Honestly, I love Algorand. Whenever I'm sending people money, it's like the quickest thing on like Coinbase or KuCoin or anything to send it via Algorand. And Algorand has one of my sleepers on its blockchain, Opulus. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Opulus, but I do. I was thinking about doing a video on them next week. I do have a video about them on my channel, so definitely come over here and search for that. But just to give it to you kind of quick and dirty, Opulus is NFTing royalties to songs. So you know how Jay-Z says like own your masters? They're NFTing portions of masters. If we come down here, who have they done already? They've done some international people. And I think it's Lil Pump they did. Let me see. Okay, there they are. So they did this guy, Art Ask. I'm not sure who he is. And they're going to do Kyle. Because, they're doing international stars. It's good to do an international star and an American star like Lil Pump. Lil Pump with Soulja Boy. And they do different I think Lil Pump gave up like 50% of the royalties. It's on here somewhere. Y'all can come check this out on their site, but yeah, you can come check this out on their site. But Opulus runs on, and they call them secure NFTs. So this is launched on Algorand. That makes me really high on Algorand. And like I said, when I use payments for Algorand, it is so quick and the fees are so like small. Literally, I can do an Algorand one and get the transaction in like a minute, if that, like 30 seconds. If we come over here and look at their DeFi, they do have their DeFi going. It's not completely and totally up yet. Algo. Okay, I'm not on the right thing. Chains. Okay, so it's not. Oh, there we go. It's not complete and totally up yet. Yeah, this makes me really high on Algorand. You see that? With the DeFi? Oh my gosh. Because they were chilling. Okay, last time I checked, they were chilling at 80 million for a while. Now they're getting up here into the 170 something millions. Yeah, that's a good thing to see. Looks like it started with this AlgoFi. AlgoFi had a lot dumped into it. So yeah, high on Algorand. This is really good to see. Yeah. Algorand, definitely put that on the list. No more staking on Algo. You have to participate in community vote to get the yields. That's true. I have their wallet, and there's some staking on there. But when you see that whole, like I just showed you guys with the DeFi, like more money getting locked up in the DeFi like this, that bodes real well for the price. So definitely, I'd say Algorand's doing some good things. One of these had a hack on it. I can't remember which one it was. It's either Tiny Man or Yieldly. I'm sure they got that all worked out because you can see there's more money flowing in there. DeFi, yeah, Algorand's good for me. All right, guys. I catch you guys later. Definitely come over to the channel. Sign up darkhorsewatcher.com. Leave any comments if there's something you want me to check out. Now I'm going to check out Graph and can't remember the other one because I'll come back over here and check out the comments on the side, and I'll come back over here and check out the comments for the video. Yeah, let me know if there's something you guys want me to look at. Anchor, yeah, that was the other one. Anchor, thank you. So yeah, definitely come over and check out the channel, and definitely catch me next Thursday on the Gentlemen of Crypto Network, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can catch me on Benzinga again, Mondays 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course you can catch me here Saturday 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, definitely come over to the channel, like and subscribe. Check out this video on DrivenX. Really great information. Check out this video on Steam Exchange. This is definitely a sleeper, y'all. You might have to hold it for a year or so, but imagine getting that LCX when it first started. This is a sleeper in my opinion, not financial advice. Yeah, guys, I shall see y'all later. Have a good weekend. Peace.